everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're...
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Throwing on third down. Luck rolling to his right. And a quick throw here that's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for the Bears on third. 42 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game? An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And Aguayo's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Here's Luck being chased out left. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And that is incomplete. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he's got Bennett. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. On first down, Luck. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. On first down, it's Locke. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can.
And this is caught, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bears have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. To throw is Locke. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first and 10, Locke looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. A gain of 39 that time. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a first down throw. Locke got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Luck on first down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Here's Luck now on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Michael Pruitt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Now Luck, and that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taking off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They go play action here on first down. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And this is caught. It's White for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once...
Offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Alshon Jeffrey, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come.
You into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears add on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad.
Ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun last week. Sometimes it feels like we're at all these games. Now it's Luck. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, we'll credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a
And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Royal making the catch over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed.
Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there. Back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. The offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, Somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it. Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out. And look at the big man rumble. The 40, the 30, past the 20. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Luck now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. That escapes the sack. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Linval Joseph in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Here's the Bears defense as they head. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And his pass incomplete. Eddie Royal is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down. And
this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll be a Chicago 1st down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Luck throwing again. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Throwing again is Luck. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. You into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's Luck. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Their big-bodied we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Throwing is Love. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big. Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones. Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing now, Luck. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guy. Back on day one, they said they were...
everyone.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Locke. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to throw. Love. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
3rd and 4.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Alshon Jeffrey, so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
That's caught at the 1. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now Locke. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop. I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but
you in at the start of this next possession in a 3-0 ball game. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guy. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now a play fake here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They go under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
That's taken at around the 40. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be... This offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Here's Luck. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now it's Luck. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. The start of this next possession, the score, 7-0. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And His throw's going to be incomplete. Back to the air. Luck on second down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And this is caught. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interception?
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Now Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So deja vu all over again. Another good week. And sometimes maybe, because the defense doesn't look that bad, maybe this is just good offense beating good defense in his case.
I like that because we always want to point out that there's a breakdown or someone made a mistake or there was an error. Sometimes it's exactly as you described it. Sometimes they just made better plays, and that's what he's been doing for the last 2 weeks. Someone's got to find a way to cover this guy. Otherwise, he may set some records. It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air. And
he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Bears have broken the tie.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Collins. The 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw...
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago! Their big-bodied receiver. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance.
Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. On first down, Luck. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daquan Jones in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Throwing his Luck. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 45 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Back to throw, Luck. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guy. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Luck now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to get... 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's second down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And that is incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And complete on the right side to Bennett. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And quickly they get to the line. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game. Partner, a great game that we got to see.